Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Day 2, 10% off of your green gear through the 31st. Offer code FLASH, all caps, FLASH. Once again, get your green gear 10% off through the 31st. Offer code FLASH, all caps, FLASH. Also, shout out to Jason and Chrissy from Michigan. I appreciate the love, the support. Isn't that the home state of one of the 4 whores of the apocalypse? KRS-One, Rashida Talib. Oh, man. Anyway, speaking of crazy-ass women who lie, Gabrielle Union, stepmother to one of the most messed up kids in Florida or wherever they live, their son/daughter, Zaya, is that what they named him? Terrible. Anyway, remember a few months ago, she came out saying that she was fired from NBC because they were racist, and she was told that by some kind of executive there that her hair was too black and it was a toxic environment and she felt harassed because of her skin tone. Well, they've completed the investigation. See, what NBC did is they went out and got an independent investigator to see if her claims were true, to see if those things were said to her and if that kind of environment is what she dealt with. Well, drum roll, please. Turns out she was full of more shit than a Christmas turkey. She was lying. They talked to a bunch of witnesses and nobody could corroborate her story. She's full of shit. They said, we talked to this person, we talked to that person, nothing. Her claims were unfounded, unsubstantiated. Of course. Now, this is not common practice because most people aren't racist. But now, you're talking post-Trump, you talking post everybody with a fucking high-def camera in their pocket, you talking during the age of, if you say anything offensive, we'll shut down your entire company. In the age of the backtrack, in the age of the, I would like to apologize. You mean to tell me NBC, a major corporation, is going to be racist toward a host on one of their top shows? Get the fuck out of here with that. I smelled that bullshit in the beginning. Your hair is too black. Shut up. If they didn't want your hair to be too black, they wouldn't hire a black person. Because that's the only hair you have. So stupid. So now what? Now where are her celebrity friends that were hashtagging support Gabby or whatever the fuck? Where are you now? Are you going to tweet a hashtag apology? Hashtag I'm a dumbass? No. They're going to be quiet as a damn church mouse. Like my dad would say, to be so quiet you can hear a rat piss on cotton. Think about that. How quiet is that? That's how quiet they're going to be. You think she's going to release a statement saying, hey, I was lying, my bad, it really wasn't like that. I just wanted some attention. I was mad that my C-list ass got kicked off of a show. No, this is what they do. This is currency. This makes you money. Not only does it make you real currency, this gives you currency in the world of sympathy and victimhood, which in some cases is worth more than money. Now she's gonna go tell her story? Is this gonna be called a lie? Oh, well, you can't believe NBC? I think we can. Because you have a reputation of being an asshole. And NBC said, let me see, asshole versus money you generate. It's not working out. The money you generate is not outweighing how much you're an asshole every day on set. Peace. I knew she was full of shit. Racist, toxic, as soon as they start throwing around those words, toxic, I'm done. You lost me. I automatically think you're fucking lying. And lo and behold. Now, speaking of another lying dumbass, the mayor of Minneapolis, where the death, the killing of George Floyd took place. He released a statement, and I'll put a link in the description box to this sad-ass, punk-ass video. This dude is a straight bitch. He got on there talking about, the pain that's felt in the black community. It's not because of 5 minutes of footage, the video footage of what happened to Mr. Floyd. No, it's because of 400 years. Stop right there. 400 years, my ass. I don't care. That has nothing to do with now. The shit is over. Why does no other group keep bringing up that shit? Every group has atrocities in their past. Every one. We're not special. We're not different. Everybody has some fucked up shit that happened to their people back in the day. See, throughout history, we didn't quite get things right, did we? But then we did. Well, every group has that shit. Why does it keep being drudged up that this shit affects us to this day? Excusing their behavior. That's basically what he was doing. He was saying it needs to be understood by the non-black communities. What the fuck is there to understand? And why do they need to understand it? Call this shit what it is. These are crimes, not fucking protests. This isn't hell no, we won't go. They set a fucking police station on fire. Now, if it was only George Floyd's family out there doing this, I might be able to muster up a little understanding. Because those were the only people directly affected by this were his friends and family. These thousands of dumbasses out here running around like fucking animals don't know or care about him. They don't give a fuck. He was saying all these people are in such pain. What pain? There is no pain. Stop throwing those fucking words around and excusing this behavior. There's no excuse for this. These are criminals. These aren't hurt people lashing out. Why don't you get your hurt ass behind a sign and picket and protest peacefully? That's how shit is done. When you're acting wild and irrational, you can't negotiate. That shit is so stupid. You'll see the video. It's 400 years of pain. They need to be understood. It's not their fault. There's something wrong with them. You can't hold them accountable. That's how we treat people who have things wrong with them, with issues, mental issues. You excuse their behavior because they're not responsible. So are you saying that black folks are mentally disabled? What are you saying? Why are you excusing this shit? Why isn't the police force out there with zip ties arresting these damn people? Then there was a clip of a CNN reporter out there talking about, hey, well, these protests aren't that bad. And a building's on fire behind him. Those aren't protests, those are riots. Protests are peaceful. As soon as they're not, then they're no longer protests. They're riots. Why is this okay? You're putting black people out of work by burning down their fucking place of work. How does that, explain that to me. People don't give a fuck about him. If you show this kind of outrage when one of us killed one of us, then we would stop killing us. But the only time you see these groups get together is after some dumb shit like this and an excuse to act like a fucking animal. There's no excuse for this. This is a crime. Don't chalk this up to some pain, some residue that's left over. Shut the fuck up. That's a lie. Stop treating black folks like the Fabergé eggs of ethnicities. You just wait till you see the video. Guilt-ridden white liberals are the worst thing to happen to this country, and that's for everybody. He looked like Justin up there. Oh, it's not their fault. And it's all the pain, and we need to understand. I don't need to understand shit. I already understand. This is just an excuse to fuck their city up, and I don't understand that. If you're so hurt, if there's so much pain left over, then do something about it. Go about it in a manner where you can get shit done. You're not going to get anything done doing this. Walking out of the store with vending machines from Target and TVs and trying to break the cash registers at the self-checkout to get the money. How does that correlate with the death of George Floyd? It doesn't. And you got dumbasses like this getting on TV justifying this bullshit. Now, let's wrap it up with a little more bullshit. But this is some good news. So, you remember in Connecticut where they had there's two of them in particular, these two boys that transition into being girls. And under the law in Connecticut, if you identify as a certain gender, then you can play sports under that gender that you identify with. So if you're a boy and you want to be a girl, you can compete against the girls. Well, this creates a problem. And by the way, I haven't heard of any girls going over to the boys. But anyway, so these two boys decide that they want to be girls, so they're competing on the girls' track team, blowing these girls out of the fucking water. Really? Is that a surprise? No. That an in-shape 17-year-old boy will dust a girl? Yeah, we know that. So it got to the point these fools are racking up all these records and they're taking food out of these girls' mouths. They're taking their scholarships. They were interviewing one of the girls who was kind of at the forefront, and she's saying that we're losing scholarships, that colleges aren't even coming to look at us. Because they already know the deal. They already know we got these two girls that are going to win and dominate. It's fucking it up for us out here. So some court ruled that they can't do that it's a violation of Title IX. And if they do that, if they continue to do that, or they try to do that, then they will withhold funds. That's the money. You play with the money, that's when you get results. This shouldn't be such a groundbreaking decision. You can't have girls competing against boys because it's unfair. And there were actually people in this article who said that there is no advantage of a transgender girl over an actual girl. Get the fuck out of here. You can take all the testosterone you want. It'll change you a little bit. But there's nothing out there that you can take that is going to change you from a boy to a girl or a girl to a boy completely. It does not exist. Joe Rogan has a bit talking about dick pills, Viagra, Cialis, and all that shit. He said if it worked, we'd all have big dicks. We'd all be running around with shopping carts, pushing our big old dicks around. If it worked, everybody would do it. But there's no magic pill. There's nothing you can ingest that's going to turn you to the opposite sex. It doesn't work that way. That DNA is too damn strong. The human body's been working on this for too damn long for you to take some injections or swallow something and change everything. It does not work that way. It'll change a little bit. What? 5%, maybe 10%, maybe? Fuck out of here. I'm so glad that somebody finally said, hey, let's do the right thing. Physically, men are dominant to women. Period. Look, and it doesn't have to be athletes. Look around. Men are taller, men are bigger, men are stronger. When's the last time you seen a man hand a pickle jar to a woman? When's the last time you saw a man hand a broom to a woman and say, kill that spider? Now, I may be oversimplifying shit, but you know what I mean. Men, any man with a woman that you've ever lived with or spent enough time in her home, you've opened something for her and you've killed something for her. That is the truth. 9.5 times out of 10, it's not the other way around. Men aren't jumping up on the bed saying, babe, kill it. It don't work that way. No man is going in the living room to his wife saying, can you reach that? That's the way things are, and it's okay. It's okay for us to be what we are in society and play our role. That's how a society works. That's how a community works. Everybody has to play their role. So big ups to Connecticut. Maybe we could turn this crazy ass, weird ass tide that's coming toward us. Maybe we can change it. Here's a start. And like I said, this shouldn't be a big deal. Isn't that how it went forever? Until like the last 5 years? I don't know what the fuck happened. But in Connecticut, if you try to have a transgender person compete against their new gender, I think, or however that shit works, you won't get your funding. Watch that shit change. Watch it go back to normal real quick. Oh, what's that? You cutting off the checks? Hey, sorry, fellas. You got to go over there. Sorry. Yeah, I know. We did it for a while. It felt good, but they're going to cut funding, and we can't have that shit. I can't afford to pay for my mistress's new titties, so you got to go. And so do I. I got to hop in this damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Get your Jericho Green notification tone. Link in the description box. Just $1.29. Help your boy stay independent. Also, utilize that PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.